Hello, good afternoon. How are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, P Life, the Pharmacist Life. Hello, how are you? I'm glad that you're well. Today's video is going to be episode 2 of Health and Advice Tips by me, Elizabeth Fabi. And like I said in the previous video, I would be sharing what I feel would be good protective clothing or equipment to wear when you're going out and about, just to try and limit and reduce the chances of you catching the virus. As we all know, it is airborne, you know, and the person next to you could be asymptomatic and you would never ever know. So the best thing to do when you're out and about is to just kind of protect yourself as much as possible. So let's dive straight into it. Guys, the first thing you need to have, and it is really important, I would advise every single person to get a face mask. It is super important to make sure you have a face mask. Obviously, there are different types of face masks out there. You want to be using the one that can protect you for up to 8 hours and more. With us in the pharmacy and in the health professional environment, we have two types. We have the surgical mask, and then we have the other one which can last for up to 8 to 16 hours. So it is very important to protect your nose and your mouth to just reduce the chances of you getting the virus. Or if you are, you know, showing the symptoms, this will stop you from spreading it to other people, because it's really important that we're conscious about not just ourselves but other people as well. I did bring from work my one, and I wanted to just show you guys what we use in the pharmacy and how we protect ourselves. So the first thing we use for our PPE, if you guys don't know what PPE means, it is called personal protective equipment, PPE. So mine looks like this. I have got a face mask, I've got a head shield, and I've got a body sheet, and I've got gloves as well. So I'll show you. So this is what my face mask looks like. Okay, and I put that over my mouth and nose. Yep. And this is my protective sheet, which I wear at work. I put that over my head like that, and that wraps around my body. And then I wear my gloves with that as well. But obviously, you, when you're going out and about, the two things that you can definitely have with you is your mask, face mask, and your gloves. You can wear your gloves as much as possible, as much as you can. Obviously, that protects you from, you know, protects your hand from catching any germs. But the tricky thing with gloves is you have to always remember not to touch your face or any other parts of your body when you're wearing your gloves. It's very easy to do that. I personally, when I'm out and about, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer my hand wipe, my bacterial wipe, and my hand sanitizer, because everywhere I go, I take out a fresh, clean antibacterial wipe, and I'm using that to hold everything and everywhere I go. So basically, if I'm out in the supermarkets, if I'm out in the shops, I just take up my antibacterial wipes, use that to hold on to my trolley or hold on to my basket, and then when I get my shopping, I'm not gonna lie, I wipe them down. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't, but most of the time I actually remember to wipe down everything that I buy before taking it to my house. We're just trying to be careful here, guys. The virus could be, you know, carried about in food and in packaging. So I just try to do that as much as I can before I then bring it home. And obviously if it's fruits and veg, I wash anything anyway. Everything that I use to cook or to eat, I always have to wash them. So I wash everything, but I always clean the packaging. So that's what's important for me. You could be different. You could like gloves, and then when you remove the packaging, you know, you can decide what you do, but that's what I do. My antibacterial wipes is with me all the time, and my hand sanitizer is with me all the time. I like it. When I get home, I wash my hands. But when I'm out and about, I would use a hand sanitizer. Does that sound cool? Does it sound good? That's a great tip right there. That's a great tip right there. So that means press that subscribe button right now if you want to see episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, episode 2. If you want to see more, make sure you are pressing that. This is episode 2, by the way. So make sure you're pressing that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting the notifications bell. That way you can get more updates about me and healthcare tips that you can share with your friends and family. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is how to handle stress in this whole time and this whole situation, because I'm not gonna lie, I felt it front line, felt it so well. You know, seeing people's fear, anxiety, worry, concern. It was just so much. It was all in the air, all in the atmosphere, and it was a struggle for someone like me who's really positive, who's always smiling, who's always out and about. I really struggled with that because I was just like, gosh, like, how can I handle this? How can I, you know, hold on to what's so important to me and handle this stressful time and stressful situation? And then I, you know, went back to the basis of what helps me handle and calms my stress levels. And I'm going to share that with you, see if that can help you as well. First of all, I had to come to the realization that I personally was feeling a certain kind of way. Sometimes we think that it's everybody else. Oh, it's the media. Oh, it's this. Oh, people on Facebook, people on social media. Find out how you're feeling inside. Give yourself a reality check. Check inside yourself to find out, how am I doing? How am I feeling inside? Am I feeling numb? Am I trying to pretend like this is not happening? Am I trying to bury my head in the sand? What's going on with me on the inside? How am I trying to handle this? And then when you're able to find out how you are on your inside, you can then be able to know how to deal with the next few steps after that. So for me, I realized that when I am stressed, I love to listen to worship music. It really calms me down. You know, my faith and my hope in God is what actually grounds me. It makes me feel like, you know, I can win. I am a winner. I can overcome and I can win. So for me, worship music, I just go in and I absorb it like a sponge, you know, just listen to songs that lift my spirit up, listen to songs that tell me that there is hope, there is faith, there is, you know, that there is going to be, you know, peace in the world after this. There is going to be strength, and that God is my strength, and that Jesus is my help. So for me, my faith has really helped me a lot. I will not lie, it is so powerful for me. So find what works for you as well. So that's one thing that works for me. Definitely going outside for a walk, for a run, exercise is super important. It would help just release some endorphins that goes into your head and just helps you feel a lot better. Now that the weather is really nice outside, there is no reason why you can't go outside and go for a walk. Maybe listen to a nice podcast. That's the other thing. If you are out there and you listen to podcasts, I would say listen to Jay Shetty. He's really good on meditation and just trying to help yourself and your mind stay grounded. Listen to Christian podcasts. Listen to faith-based podcasts. That would also help you as well. Motivational books. Also, you can, you know, do a virtual hang around with friends and family. I know that's a bit tricky because some people are really struggling with being together with their family. There's a bit of friction, you know, but, you know, it's always good to, you know, take time out, go for a walk, have a bit of fresh air, have a good think, and then come back home, try and avoid conflict or anything, and just make sure that you are doing things that you enjoy. Like I said, it takes you back to the basis of what you love to do. You know, we're home now, and this is like week 4 of the isolation, so it's a struggle. It's a really struggle. We're so bored. You know, we're not used to this type of lifestyle. We're used to a high-paced, fast-paced lifestyle, and now we've been forced to kind of go back to the basics. So you ask yourself, okay, what do I actually enjoy doing? What's the new skill I can actually start? What's my new hobby that I didn't even know that I had? You know, so that's the one thing that I would say you can try and do. Just a lot of self-reflection, a lot of talking to other people. Don't be on your own. Don't stay on your own. Talk to other people. Have virtual parties. Have quiz nights. You know, couples have date nights. Like, force that date night and be creative with your date nights. Don't feel like date night has to be when you go outside, but date night could be you dress up, you look lovely, you surprise each other with something really cute, something really meaningful, and you just use that to kind of ease your mind through the stressful times, because you have to ease your mind. If you don't ease your mind, you can literally go crazy. It's super important that everybody's mental state of mind is really, really going well in this time, because without your mind, literally, it's not going to be good. That's my tip and advice that I would give, how to cope with the stress levels. I will actually put in a link in the description box below, different things that I've learned that can help you. I would write what I've just said. I'll write it down, maybe give you some links to some beautiful worship songs that I listen to. I will probably give you 1 or 2 podcasts that you can also listen to. I think it's really, really good to keep your mind functioning. Netflix is great, but there's so much Netflix that you can watch. If you're that sort of person that's like me and your mind has to be active, and when your mind is not active, it feels like it's going to be brain dead, I would definitely say to cut down your Netflix. Do something that's going to make you feel like you're winning, like you're doing something. Like me, I've always wanted to do my website, so I'm actually working on that. I am going to work on putting my brand together and putting it on a website, because I know that, you know, it's useful. It's something I can do in my spare time, and I feel productive, and I feel like I'm a winner. So that's what I would advise you to do. So do things that are going to make you feel like you're winning, you're productive, you're just someone who has so much confidence. But as well as guard your heart. If there's anybody that's going to be making you feel like you're a loser in your life, if you feel like right now, you know, being confined with somebody who just brings out the worst side of you, now is the time to really think really hard if your mental well-being deserves that. Does your mental well-being deserve that? If it doesn't deserve that, you really need to start thinking of how you can, you know, help yourself and help your mind to be better, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy, you deserve to have a calm mind, and you deserve to be grounded and stable. So yes, that's it from me, you guys. That's it from me. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this, and I hope you've learned one thing or two today. Leave me a comment in the box below. Anything that you think people can use, any advice that you've used that has helped you, be podcast, music, learning a thing or two, whatever it could be that you've used that has helped you, put it in the comments below, and you know, let other people hear from you. Thank you all so much for listening, for joining in. Share with your friends and family. Bring them to the P Life Tribe, the Pharmacist Life Tribe. I would love you guys to be part of the squad. Yay! Have a good week. Thank you so much. Bye bye.